Hi, my name's Tommy Gelinas from the Valley Relics Museum, and as promised, here's the full story on the REDLINE 24-inch with Mike. And how do you pronounce your last name?
Sandoval.
Sandoval. I just wanted to make sure I said that right. We've been friends for a while now. The whole story on this REDLINE bike, I try not to get too involved with any of the stress that goes on.
Right.
I've been following it. It's an amazing piece of history, local history, but everyone has their idea of what this bike is, what it should be, who should own it, where it should go, where it shouldn't go.
Right.
And I heard so many different stories that I was really confused.
Right.
And I think it's important for people to know that this was your childhood bike.
Correct.
Okay,
Yep.
So this was your bike. It's been in your possession the whole time.
For 40 years.
That's amazing.
Right.
And, us kids being 8, 9, 10, and 11, sometimes we get things and we're really just supposed to enjoy it.
Right, for the moment.
For the moment.
Right.
You know what I mean? And, we get on the tracks, we ride around the neighborhoods. We're not thinking of value.
Never.
We're thinking of riding and having fun. And, I know there was, I don't want to say controversy because I don't believe it's controversy. But, you save the bike and it just hangs up in the garage or in the extra room, I'm assuming.
Right.
And you decide to dust it off and start learning more about the bike that you rode as a kid.
Right. Well, when I was a kid, when the cruiser class first came involved, we all took 10 speeds and beach cruisers and built race cruisers out of them. And they were too big for me. I was a small kid. So a bicycle shop on Huntington Beach is Ralph Carnivale. He showed this to me and said, "You want this?" And my dad bought it for I don't know how much. We turned it into a race bike. And he told me when I got it, it was something weird, it was something special. It's like one of one, one of two. I knew that my whole life, but I didn't know anything about it.
Got it. So the connection here is the bike was made locally. As we know that Chatsworth and Northridge was the home to a lot of BMX companies. San Fernando Valley, actually Southern California, California as a whole is where the sport really took off. REDLINE being one of my favorite companies. It's early work of REDLINE. It's one of a kind. But your dad bought this bike for you.
Correct.
And that's important.
Right.
And I also feel what's important is that the bike made it back to the San Fernando Valley and it'll be in the museum for people to enjoy. And you're from Huntington Beach.
Yep, grew up in Huntington Beach, raced all through the Southern California series. With that bike raced, I believe, the 1980 or 81 Chandler International.
Nice. So you actually raced on this bike, and you said a friend of yours actually found a photo of you racing this bike.
Correct, yeah.
Which is really awesome. It ties it all together.
Yeah, it helps the story, you know what I mean? It's a lot more believable when you just actually have a picture of, of the situation.
Yeah, absolutely. And you had Lynn sign the number plate, and he told you this is the real deal, and there was only one or possibly two ever made.
Yeah, he's solidified the whole deal. He said this is it. He can't remember a whole lot anymore. He says, but as
well,
far as
we're in Van Nuys at the Van Nuys Airport, where the museum is located in two brand new airplane hangars, and just a few doors down, Mike Connolly is my neighbor.
Right.
And he gave us the champion banner, which is an older banner because it's basically saying welding, machine shop, tube bending, and punch press.
Right.
And so, the relationship between Lynn and Mike, and I have some other goodies that we've received from Mike. And, I'm just glad that, you reached out. I know that you were asking a lot of money for the bike, and I think that what has happened today, that, we're not going to disclose that, but, it's important that it stays here. And our mission is to preserve our local history, whether it's, something from the General Motors plant, the Lockheed plant, Celebrity Ranch that was here, or something like this. And, I'm just amazed. Now, is the bike the way that you had it as a kid, or is there did you just have the frame, or did you put it
I,
back together?
I got it as a frame and fork and cranks.
Got
That's how I received it. And then we built it in with the aluminum stuff, to make it a race bike as much as we could.
As we did.
After we learned about it, and then as we learned about the bike, I built it as it was in the photos of the Robert photos of that newspaper clip.
Got it. So we'll eventually get that here. I know that at the Valley Relics BMX Museum bike show, you got an award for the bike.
Yes,
And
I did. It got Bike of the Year.
Beautiful.
It got best relic.
Yeah, nice. And you have the newspaper clipping and some photos. Maybe we'll get some copies of those, and we'll add it to the bike. Thanks for listening. Thank you, Mike.
No problem, Tommy.
We appreciate it.